Charlie Jr., my son. One day, all of Pallet Town will be yours. We will go frolic in the flowers. We will hit up that one girl. And we will talk about with this guy how technology is incredible. And we'll go look at this water, which obviously looks better than Sword and Shield. Believe me, audience, I will take jabs at the fandom. No mercy! Anyway, hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 2 of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. So, off-screen, I rearranged the party a little bit. I now have nicknames for Bellsprout and Pidgey, Burbjob, and Daweed! Yeah, ever since Pokemon Black and White, there's been a filter, and weed is apparently on the filter, so it's not allowed, so it doesn't account. Fortunately, though, the system doesn't account for, symbols of E and D, so that's cool. So that's good. So yeah, we're on our way now. We are on the road to the Viridian City. See those ledges along the road? It's a bit scary, but you can jump down from them. You'll get back to Pallet Town quicker that way. Actually, I got quick to Pallet Town just fine. All I had to say was yes, and then we're good to go. Hi. Thanks for helping me out with that parcel. The Pokemart is a convenient chain selling all sorts of items, so please come visit us. Oh, I know, I'll give you a sample. A potion. That will restore 20 HP to a Pokemon. So, yeah, keep in mind, wild battles are completely eliminated for this game, and trainer battles are the only way for, actual Pokemon to, get hurt. So, yeah. So either way, here comes the trouble of catching Pokemon. Whenever that ring disappears, when Pokemon do a little bit of an animation, that means you'll have to hold off on catching them for a little bit, because if you happen to throw your Pokeball while, the Pokemon is doing that little attack animation thingy, that means the Pokeball won't work. So, yeah, unfortunate, but that's the way Pokemon Go is, so, yeah. Also, even though I will compliment on this game, a lot, I am going to definitely not defend it on certain aspects. Like, I'm just going to say this right now. Playing on the TV is definitely not my preferred method of, playing Pokemon Let's Go. Whenever I'm playing Pokemon Let's Go, usually I like to keep it strictly handheld mode and nothing more. And as you can already see, the trouble of recording this game is going to be very paramount. Because of the sole fact that I have to basically hold the Joy-Con at the middle of the screen. Or basically level to, akin to, the middle of the screen. So yeah, I'm going to have a little bit of trouble, just trying to catch Pokemon and whatnot. Especially when they move around. Because believe me, later on they're going to move about, so that's going to be unfortunate. Trainer size I've met, I'll battle you with my favorite Pokemon. Indeed you will, sir. And there it is. Youngster Ronnie has his Rattata. So let's give him the old burp job. Alright, so Pidgey here knows Tackle, Sand Attack, and Gust. So we're going to go for Gust, since that will get same type attack bonus. And wow, a critical! Bruh. That's pretty good. So basically with the akin to battle mechanics, they're a little bit more limited in this case. So, yeah, there are going to be more limitations with this game. I know limitations are very hard to accept in today's community, but limitations are limitations. And by the way, you not only steal money, but you also steal their Pokeballs too. Pokeballs are very important, kids. So remember, steal from them whenever you win a battle. Huh? You look pretty pleased about something, Charlie. Oh, you beat another trainer? Good job. Good for you. Pat on the back. Well, since we're on the topic, the Pokemon you sent into battle may have gotten hurt or lost PP, so you should take them to a Pokemon Center. Doesn't cost any money or doesn't take long at all, either. Just remember, heal after battles. Yes, I will remember that. I will remember to heal up. Yes, definitely remember to heal up after, Pokemon battles. Because once again, Pokemon battles with trainers are the only means for your Pokemon to actually get hurt. So, yeah. But again, going back to limitations, so certain moves were taken out due to the fact that this game only features the 151 original Pokemon, plus 2 others. What are those 2 others? You'll just have to wait and see. So, yeah. Only the original 151 are in this game, which means no Johto Pokemon, no Hoenn, no Sinnoh, no Unova, no Kalos, and no Alola Pokemon either. Well, sort of. We're gonna get to that in a little bit, or as we move along. But yeah, there's only the original 151 here, which means certain signature moves and other such moves are taken out of the equation, and you're only stuck with the 151 originals. So that's basically the whole limitations aspect. Because, like I said, I don't need to repeat myself over and over again. Because we're literally just exploring Viridian City right now. Either way, here we have the Pokemarts. Which, this is going to be pretty important because Pokeballs this time around are very inexpensive. Since every type of Pokeball is very, very important, they are severely underpriced here. So, yeah, let's buy about 10 of them. And if you get 10, you'll get a Premier Ball. For every 10 Pokeballs that you purchase, you'll get a Premier Ball, which is basically the same as Pokeballs, but they're more, fancy. They're definitely more fancy in that regard. And, of course, you get your usual standard fare of, status healing items. You get antidotes, which cure poison, burn heals, which heal burn, ice heals, which cures freezing, awakening, which awakens Pokemon from sleep, and paralyze heal, which was Pearl's heal for the very long time, and it cures paralysis. And yeah. Once again, since I feel like this is going to be everyone's first Pokemon game, I am going to go over status conditions because, this might be like everybody's first Pokemon game. Now you're probably wondering, unlike with Emerald, why are you not going over certain Pokemon? Well, various Pokemon that at least you want to make note of. Well, this game does have multiplayer. This game does have multiplayer, like online matches, matches with friends, which you'll need a Nintendo Switch Online subscription for at this point. But that's the thing. I only ever, play online like once in my life. I got my ass handed to me. But Let's Go's meta isn't really, the meta that everyone's going with. Like, Let's Go, Let's Go is just basically its own thing and nothing more. It's not really, it is a main series game, but it's not really tied to the main series in terms of competitive battles. So that's why you aren't seeing anything like Pokemon holding items, only having the 151 Pokemon, and, so on and so forth. So, yeah, it's not really tied to the main series in, that regard. So, that's why I'm probably not going to go over, like, every single Pokemon known to man. Because This game is more of a single-player experience rather than, you know, going online to fight other trainers as well. Either way, you can basically see, you know, all the status conditions that I'm reading off on. And, you know, you'll be able to see what they individually do. Because I know you all can read. You can definitely read. Either way, that's basically the whole of Viridian City. But I do want to go up here, or at least the first half of it. Because we got Route 22. Where we can find some new Pokemon to catch. And here we got Nidoran Female. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge for me to just keep on throwing the Pokeballs, trying to not miss the mark every single time. Even though I'm technically fine with playing, you know, on the TV. This is basically my first playthrough with this game that I have where I'm just completely on the TV because, you know, I have to capture the footage and all that and blah, 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 blah. Nidoran Female, a mild-mannered Pokemon that does not like to fight. Beware, its small horn secretes venom. Ooh, very spooky. Very spooky indeed. However, even though I'm not going over every single Pokemon due to the fact that this game's not really the competitive type, it doesn't mean I'm not going to try to catch every single Pokemon that I possibly can, right? After all, this game is about catching Pokemon. And just to give you a little bit of a heads up right now, if you want certain rewards with this game, and if you do want to move on with at least a very certain thing later on, then it is very, very encouraged that you go out there and try to catch all of the Pokemon that you can. So yeah, just catch, catch, catch. That's basically the one big advice that I can say with this game. Just catch, catch, catch. Spearow, inept at flying high. However, it can fly around very fast to protect its territory. Yes, indeed it can. Yes, it can. Okay, so since I'm only really using 3 Pokemon right now, I basically want to take these guys, you know, out of the party. So yeah. Also, yeah, very convenient. I keep on saying that, but it's the truth. I'm sorry if I repeat myself, but it's the truth. Oh, hey Charlie. I hope you're hoping on making it to the Pokemon League someday too. That's where you can battle the strongest of all Pokemon trainers. The ones they call the Elite Four. I was hoping maybe I could get a glimpse of them, but the guard at the gate won't let me in if I don't have any badges at the Pokemon gyms. Guess I'll just have to get there the long way by battling and getting strong. So Charlie, I guess that means it's on. Yeah. Okay, so this battle is optional. And you can basically see that Trace has 2 Pokemon now, so this will be a Ditto match then. He has Pidgey, level 3, with what I'm assuming is Tackle and Sand Attack. Since obviously, you know, I'm at the level where Pidgey should have Gust at this point. And I really, really, really hope that Sand Attack isn't the start of something. Yes, it is! Yep. It's that old Pokemon thing where it's like, you know, you use Sand Attack on me once, and suddenly all my attacks miss. But very fortunately, I get that Gust in just in time. So why don't we finish it off with a good old Tackle. And there we go. Pidgey's down. And of course, last but not least, is his Pikachu. Now, I'm going to take a moment here while Pikachu has, Thundershock, Growl, and what I'm assuming is just Tail Whip. I'm going to let you listen to the music because another aspect I will comment this game on very tremendously is the soundtrack. The remixes are pretty damn good here. So, I'm going to let you listen to it. And there we go. Pikachu be down. And we get the experience, yo. Level 8 for the weed. And learn rap. Woo. A good early move, but not really that great. In the long run, anyway. Oh, everybody gets a level. Whoa, seriously? Seriously, dude? Whoa, dude. Maybe battling like this is just helping you get stronger, huh, Charlie, dude? Oh well, that works too, dude. Let's train hard so someday we can make it to the Pokemon League, dude. Okay, dude. Oh yeah, and by the way, Eevee wants attention. So we gotta shake the Joy-Con if we want Eevee to have attention. Seems to have a rivalry with Trace's Pokemon. Yeah, you'll find that the game has plenty of things to say about, what Eevee's feeling right now. So obviously you don't really have to do this. But, it's a nice little thing that you can do. Very, very nice thing that you can do. So yeah, basically the end game of the game is right over there. But unfortunately, since apparently we don't have any badges yet, we don't have the ability to do so. So, just like Trey said, we're going to have to go all around and get the gym badges. And by the way, Nidoran Male is right here, too. Now, I'm not really sure if this is, like, another thing where it's like, the game where each Nidoran is more common in each other's in the other version. Like, with one game, this Pokemon might be more common than that one, and that one, I don't know. But what I do know is that its large ears are always kept up right. If it senses danger, it will attack with the poisonous sting. So yeah, that's cool, right? Correct? Like I said, I want to catch any Pokemon that I possibly can. And by the way, yeah, duplicates count too, by the way. Just to try to catch them all. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Either way, I'm going to heal up at the Pokemon Center. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention is that abilities also don't exist in this game, too. Sure, some aspects of the battle system may be up to standards with Gen 7, since this game technically does take place during the 7th generation. As in Sun and Moon, where, the most recent types are, fairy types. Yeah, because, the new types that they introduced ever since, Gen 2, like Dark, Steel, Fairy, those are all in this game, too. And the Pokemon are basically up to date with, all those types. Like, Magnemite and Magneton are not just Electro types, but they're also Steel types. And, Jigglypuff is a fairy type. And, wow, I didn't even know this girl could take out my Pokemon for me without my consent. So yeah, this game's battle system might be up to date. But, it's not up to date enough. Because, again, limitations. So yeah, those are some of the drawbacks of Let's Go, that you'll have to deal with. If you're a big, hardcore fan of the series, what you're going to expect to. But what do you expect? this game is clearly built to be, you know, the more casual experience. And, you know, I might be a hardcore JRPG type of guy, but, you know, I'd rather have, I'd rather have a nice chill JRPG. Like, if I want to go around, you know, catching Pokemon, you know, I go for, you know, Pokemon Let's Go. If I want a real JRPG, I would go for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Or just any Xenoblade game in general, I don't know. Either way, Weedle! God, I love saying Weedle's name like that. It's like he says it's like they say in the anime. It's like Weedle. It sounds like that. I have no idea why. It's Weedle, technically. But I just like it. But I just like to say that as Weedle. It's so funny. Because, you know, we're near Viridian Forest. And also, beware the sharp stinger on its head. It hides in grass and bushes where it eats leaves. And yes, I will be reading off, you know, the Pokédex entries, of course. Because, you know, they're the classic. They are classic, and that's the way I like it. We got a Caterpie, too. Alright. So, another thing that you can see right there is CP. That is basically what is transferred over from Pokemon Go, is the fact that CP, or combat points, are in this game. And what those basically do, in terms of this game, is that they determine stats. So, if you get the Pokemon, if you manage to catch a Pokemon in the wild with the highest amount of CP that you can find in the wild, then it's going to have very, very good, you know, stats. And, you know, vice versa. If you touch the feeler on top of its head, it will release a horrible stink to protect itself. So wait, does that mean that whenever Ash's Caterpie turned into Metapod, you know, it unleashed a stink when Misty tried to pet it? I don't really get that. I don't understand. Someone help me with that. But yeah, another thing that you can do with following Pokemon is you can not only have, you know, your Eevee out with you because, you know, Eevee is just, you know, automatically out with you at all times. But you can also have another Pokemon, you know, go along with you. Like, I have Bellsprout right here with me. And look at him gliding along. Look at him. Look at the boy. Why don't you try calling and say, okay, sure. The weed! Yeah, the weed. Give me the weed! Yes, the weed. So yeah, you can have other Pokemon other than just Eevee follow you. Or your partner Pokemon follow you. Oh, and speaking of your partner Pokemon, one thing that I will say that I did knock Pokemon Yellow for was the fact that you couldn't get Pikachu into the PC at all. Pikachu is basically a permanent party member. And you couldn't evolve it, you couldn't swap it out, you couldn't just do whatever with it. Now that's sort of true with the Let's Go games, where your partner Pikachu and partner Eevee are sort of the same case. They can't evolve, but since you're able to catch other Pikachu and other Eevees anyway, that sort of mitigates the issue of trying to complete your Pokédex at least. But the really nice thing is the fact that you can actually remove your partner Pokemon from the party. And I gotta say, that's a really big improvement from Pokemon Yellow. It's the fact that you can remove your partner Pokemon if you want to. But, you know, obviously I'm not gonna do that to my baby boy. For he is my baby boy and nothing more. And also I wanted a Caterpie actually in my party. Here's actually another thing that I'm probably gonna go with going forward for this game. While I actually try to think of a name, because we aren't going to make any more progress here today. But what I want to do for Pokemon games going forward is this. I actually had this little idea Oh, Caterpie's a girl, sweet. Okay. So I can nickname it after any waifu I choose. Okay. So going forward with Pokemon games and Pokemon Let's Plays on my channel, I'm basically going to do this. I've had this idea ever since Pokemon, you know, ever since I thought of the idea of doing Pokemon White 2 on my channel. So, I'm not going to stick with planned teams anymore. I don't want to have my teams planned out. I'm going to have my starter planned out, but as for the rest of my team, I'm going to basically do the one thing that I probably should have done, or do the one thing that I was inspired by Pokemon, Origins to do, which is to swap out my team, whenever, until I get, a team that I'm happy with. So you never know what Pokemon I might have at the end. I might stick with these 4 little guys. I might have a completely new team. Who knows? But since there's going to be more variety of Pokemon going forward with Pokemon games, even if not all of them are going to be in the games if I choose to Let's Play them, then I'm basically going to have an ever-changing party of Pokemon. Just to keep you guessing, Just to keep you on your toes. But either way, that will about do it for this part. And with me saving it, I will see you guys on the next time for part 3 of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.